In business news, the Grenadian Prime Minister and Chairman Heads of Government of CARICOM, Mr. Dixon Micheli, says the Caribbean community is conversing for more strengthened trade relations with African countries, especially with Nigerian areas of commerce, oil and gas. Prime Minister said this when he visited Dangote Refinery in the Bejuleki area of Lagos. Sunday Benibo was there.
The arrival of the Prime Minister and his entourage in the company of the management of Dangote Refinery marks the start of the day's activities at the site led by the president of the group, Mr. Aliko Dangote. The Prime Minister and his team take their time to tour the multi-billion-dollar facility.
Our sole aim is to produce urea fertilizer.
The visit aims at fostering a deeper trade collaboration, boosting bilateral ties, and exploring opportunities for stronger partnership with African nations.
And it's not just for the refinery, but I think the wider Dangote group. You've got fertilizer, you've got cement. All of this is needed in the Caribbean as well. And so one of the things that we really need to do better in the developing world, in the black world, and between Africa and its diaspora, is to ensure that we could reorder the logistical and trading patterns that we've inherited from our former colonial masters. So I think for us, that's part of the reason I'm here, to pursue the synergy, the partnership between the diaspora and Africa, between CARICOM and Africa. And so both in terms of the refinery, in terms of the cement, in terms of the fertilizer, and some of the other areas, we certainly think there's a fantastic opportunity to pursue.
For the Dangote Group, the visit provides an opportunity for business expansion and possibility of buying crude from Grenada.
A lot of partnership where, the Prime Minister is not only Prime Minister of Grenada, he's also the chairman of the Caribbean states. We are looking at also cement. We are looking at petroleum, to buy maybe some crude from them, also to sell some of our petroleum products, because, we export to everywhere. We export to US, we've been exporting to Mexico and other areas. So there are quite a lot of collaboration that we're looking at doing between us and them.
The visit provides an avenue for the Prime Minister to better understand how Grenada can better partner with African countries to boost trade. He urged African leaders to emulate Dangote's efforts, aim at growing wealth, while investing in citizens to help reduce migration of its best brains. Sunday Binebo, TVC News, Lagos.
Well, staying with the oil and gas industry, Nigerian government has signed a major gas sale and purchase agreement worth $3.3 million between the Shell Petroleum Development Company joint venture and Brass Fertilizer and Petrochemical Company Limited. The MOU will seal the supply of 270 million standard cubic feet of gas per day, the largest single gas sale and purchase agreement in any domestic gas industry in Nigeria. Helen Osamide Akins reports.
Nigerian governments have been keen on harnessing its vast gas potential with several efforts to develop this sector. One of those efforts is this ceremony to commemorate the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding between the Nigerian government and Shell Petroleum Development Company joint venture. The gas sales and purchase agreement is targeted at monetizing Nigeria's vast gas reserves, which currently stands at over 209 trillion cubic feet. The $3.3 Brass Fertilizer and Petrochemical project is expected to generate $1.5 billion annually from exports and reduce fertilizer imports by 30%, saving the country $200 million in foreign exchange annually.
This signing ceremony is a significant milestone in the development of $3.3 billion Brass Fertilizer project. It is one more step in the journey to making the project a reality. And I urge all parties to continue in the same steadfastness that has enabled us to surmount all previous hurdles.
I want to commend the SPDC joint partners, Shell, Total Energies, and ENI, who have collectively invested in this project. We believe this will significantly advance Nigeria's gas infrastructure to the next level.
The project, they say, will create over 5,000 direct jobs and 35,000 indirect jobs, contributing $600 million annually to Nigeria's GDP and up to $2 billion in border economic impact.
Movement of gas to power areas, over $1 billion by Mr. President and the leadership of the Honorable Minister. Honorable Ministers, I'm excited when I begin to add the numbers. With the signing of this GSA, this year alone, we now have sight to over 1 billion cubic feet of gas a day.
The MOU, if followed to the later, will see a new chapter in Nigeria's journey towards a gas-powered economy. Helen Osamede-Akins, TVC News, Abuja.
The stock market closed upwards and some big banks lifted transactions in mid-trade hours. Now, Effiong Gekop has more on markets.
Weekend business at the stock market closed in the positive territory with improved prices from the banking group. GT Holdings recorded price jump of over 2% on the back of strong bids for the bank's shares. First Bank Holdings, Access Holdings, MTN Nigeria and WAPCO Lafarge all lifted market deals. The index of the market went up by 0.13% to stress the gaining streaks. Downside traders with losses included Dangote Sugar, Deep Capital, Charms, LLX and ICO Insurance. The volume of business went above 300 million units of securities valued at 5.9 billion naira. Market analysts believe that this last quarter of the year will witness increased volume of trades at the exchange. Effiong Gekop, TVC News, Lagos.
We're wrapping up business news. Crude oil prices eased today after the previous day's rally, but prices remain set for a second straight weekly gain as investors weigh the impact of hurricane damage on U.S. demand against any broad supply disruption if Israel attacks Iranian oil sites. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude fell to sell at $75.12 with a downward price margin of 0.96%. Brent experienced a price decline of 0.93% to sell at $78.66. Bonnie Light sells for $78.62 with a downward price review of 2.84%. And for the OPEC basket, dealers are offering $77.04 with a downward price margin of 1.56%. Well, that's business news. Next is football tonight. Stay with TVC News.